Hey guys, it's Joe and Noah from SubMeIn, and today we are starting a new Let's Play of Spyro the Dragon, and let's get started.
Yay! I like Spyro.
Spyro is such a great game, and it brings me back to my childhood.
Delete the 79%.
No, I'm deleting this one.
Why?
Because it's 79 dragons. It means I can go do Nasty's loot anytime I want to.
But 100% dragon.
But why? Like, I can just start brand new.
But cutscenes.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or...
I've never understood this game with
Or a
cutscenes.
dragon's age.
Neither did I.
We now
Because
have
there's a microphone.
12,000 treasure.
Yeah, it's almost like they're breaking the fourth wall, but they're not.
Yeah,
They
like,
sort of are. It's like...
This bouncing sheep.
Now
That's
I
a
understand
positive.
he's found
Yeah.
a magic spell
No
to
sheep are
turn
harmed.
gems into warriors for his
It's important to note that.
I'll take that question.
One thing about this game is I always remember sitting on the couch playing this with both my parents. Like, this was like how I got introduced to gaming. Like, this was like my childhood.
No threat!
This and Sonic.
I played a lot of
I
games.
believe that does it.
I like so great. No, I played Spyro. I played the third one first because it's the best one. And
I agree. I think 3's pretty good. I don't know if I'd say it's the best. I'm a 1 fan. I like 1 and 3 equally, and then 2 kind of falls slightly below, but like they're still all really good games. I'm just gonna go through the dragon cutscenes, just cause like you get the story.
Thank you for releasing
Yeah.
this Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the
I don't know.
Artisans
I played this a lot before my grandmother passed.
to the next world.
So
What a
she
nasty noise.
always liked to remind me to collect my gems and stuff
Flying
because I would
dragons.
never collect them. I'd go to pay the guy and he'd be like, shit.
Minis that we have a moment. I'm actually going to increase this to full screen, even though that's really not anything. Oh no, we can't do it in here. We've got to do it in the PlayStation menu. Screen mode, full screen, and I'll put smoothing on.
But regardless, I'm like a terrible person and I never collected my gems, so I'd go like to get a new level and the guy would be like, you need to collect your gems, and I'm like, I got like 5 gems, dude. How much you want? 1,000.
Just 1,000. Yeah.
What?
it's
I have to go back.
It's the great part when you like pay him like 200 gems, and then he comes back and he's like, now I need 500. Literally like 2 minutes later. I'm actually starting off with Sunny Flight. I'm just kind of getting right into this. I like getting all the flight levels done early, just because I really enjoy them. So I'm always kind of excited when and I missed the chest. It's okay. I can get that one in the way back.
I hate the chest. I hate all flight levels because I just think,
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like them. Like I'm like, play Spyro. Oh no, you're gonna. Okay. I just don't like flight levels. Like that. It's just like I don't know. I don't like time trial levels either. So in any kind of game. So.
Well, you also, I know when it comes to like racing genres and stuff, you're not really big on those either.
No. I think a few good racing games I like to play. But
I got some really good, I don't even know what to call it. I guess like timing that I got.
spawns.
Sure, we'll go with that.
You got really good spawns for that.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had my Sunny Flight this high. I used to speedrun this game a little while ago, but I was never really good at it. My times were in like the low 2s and like high 150s. And I think I had like a 148 is like probably where around I sit.
I don't know.
For like my best time of beating this game.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever 100% of this game.
Really? Well, you're going to now. Well, I'm going to now, and you're gonna stand by and commentate with me. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I just got really frustrated with 100% of this game because I'm like, it
Haunted Towers and
no,
Treetops.
it wasn't even. It was
Spoiler: Haunted Towers and Treetops.
No, those are like my favorites.
Yeah, but they were by far the hardest of the levels in this. Unless you had issues with the flight ones.
No, it was the gems.
I'll end with 21.
I just hate gems.
But that's the whole point. This is a collectathon.
I know it is, but it's. I don't know.
It's a collectathon and
You
it's
got a record.
because it's a new save file. Of course, I got a record.
You're terrible at life. No offense.
Wow. Thanks.
So good.
Oh, thanks. I needed that.
Um.
And I'm gonna lose a life there. But hey, I get to grab those 2 gems pretty quickly. And I got the next one.
I don't know.
So, now you say that you play a lot of
Where's
Fear the Dragon.
nasty Nork? All
In
tortured.
comparison to
Keep your
this,
horns on,
what did you like about
Spyro.
it better?
You have much to learn first. Do you know what
I mean, there's a lot of things, but like, what are some of those things that
His
Major
name
League
is
better.
Sparks, and he's helping and
As
protecting
a,
you.
do I look at it from
Keep
a
an eye on
10-year-old
him.
perspective,
See
or
what
do I
I
look at
mean.
it from a 18-year-old perspective? Is the question.
You know, you can do either or. Whatever, whatever
I'm-
floats your boat.
I'm gonna say 10-year-old. I just didn't get this game. Like I played the third one. I'm like, oh, what do I do in this one? Plus, I feel like when I first played this game, I got handed a save file and it was like 3/4 of the way done, and I'm like, oh, I have nothing. I don't know what
want
to
to
do.
that before going into Stonehill. And go ahead.
So like, I mean, so I was handed a copy with a file that was like almost done, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I was like, I don't know. Come from an 18-year-old's perspective, and I'm big on game mechanics, not graphics so much, but I mean, I don't know. I'm a big person on textures, and I just like Spyro 3's textures way more than most games or something.
Absolutely. Well, it was also made 2 years after. I feel like for a company that was really kind of just starting as Insomniac, they had a game before this. I don't quite recall the name of it though. It was a. I guess it was like a first-person shooter. Really, it was one of the, first ones they tried to make it for the PlayStation 1. And overall, I think it was a decent success, but nowhere near to the amount of Spyro and Ratchet.
Well, I mean,
Nowhere near.
it's kind of hard to judge Spyro's.
on one of their platforms, saving
Sorry.
your progress.
I'm
That could
finally
be
breaking out
useful
of
if
this
you run into
cough I have.
trouble.
But,
You literally had that for about 2 weeks. I'm actually quite concerned about that.
I have mucus in my throat, and that's what it is.
Okay, you didn't have to. Okay, that's like TMI for the viewers.
Who cares? Well, they're gonna hear me coughing later. So I think one of the. What was I talking about? Oh,
We were talking about game mechanics, and then we kind of briefly went on to Insomniac history.
Insomniac's nice. Back at the. Then I started tangent off onto Spyro in general. I think Spyro took its success and threw it away.
With Enter the Dragonfly, number 4, or with...
No, I think even the PS2 games, it took its success and it was slowly on the decline, and then they came out with Skylanders, and I'm like,
Ooh.
Why do
well,
you-
no, I think Legend of Spyro kind of killed it.
yeah, but I would say,
I would say Enter the Dragonfly was fine. If you actually look at the game, it would have been fine if they
which
had
one was
fixed...
the Legend of Spyro? Is that the one where you got all 4 of the breaths? And
It was more like a fighting game. No, that's Enter the Dragonfly.
No. There's one where you had at the end you fight the black guy. Cinder. You
Cinder.
fight
That's...
Wait, in
I want to say that's... It's in the beginning. That's Legend of Spyro. That game was alright, but it brought Spyro to be more of a fighting game and kind of got rid of the collectathon sort of thing that Spyro had kind of going. And
I mean,
its simple combat system. I mean, in reality, yeah, the simple combat system was not something that you want to keep going, for years and years and years down the road.
Yeah,
Because you want to bring it to new
I mean-
people. But Spyro as a fighting game, to me, doesn't make a lot of sense in a design perspective.
I still don't mind it. I still
I don't know.
I still think it's 100% better than Skylanders.
Oh, absolutely.
I bought the first Skylanders just for the sheer fact of remembrance of my grandmother, and I'm like, I don't think I played through Spyro or played as Spyro at all because I'm like, Spyro's kind of shitty in this game, even though it's.
Even though it was supposed to be based around him, and then after they released the first, I was not expecting that. After they released the first one of Skylanders, they didn't even bother to put Spyro's name in the title because they're like, oh, well, we made our own name now. We don't really need Spyro. They kind of just bought the name and used the name for the sheer fact that they knew that they would get more people to buy it.
I mean, yeah, it just made it bad. It was they kind of ruined it's like if you're talking about Spyro's name helped them too much.
Fair enough.
Of course,
I think a lot of people saw Spyro on the cover and then they're just like, we gotta go buy this game because there's a lot of diehard fans like myself.
I went and bought it, and then I bought the Flame Archer guy and never played Spyro again because he was just so much better.
I'm not too familiar with Skylanders. I've barely picked it up.
I've extensively played it.
I might have 2 hours of gameplay at a friend's house.
I used Robot and the Flame Archer guy, and I don't know. It was really annoying because it was there's one trophy for there's a lot of them that were just kind of annoying, and then you had this one trophy
I just missed that.
it was
Go
a
ahead.
Gill Grunt trophy that you had to beat the fireplace with your hose cannon, which doesn't sound hard, but your hose cannon doesn't do any damage unless you upgrade it. Well, there's 2 upgrade paths: his trident and his hose cannon.
Okay.
And I upgraded his tridents, so unless I wanted to reset my character and start from the beginning with it, I had to go through and do this really impossible task with this really crappy weapon.
Ugh.
So it was like, even with it upgraded, it's not that good of a weapon. So it's just like
Which one, the trident or the hose cannon?
hose cannon.
Okay.
Trident's really good. Trident's like kills everything. I don't know. I play the flame guy. I play archers in a lot of games that have archers because it's just like combos.
Not to interrupt you, I do want to explain what I'm doing. So, most of the worlds you're going to see that I'm just going to immediately exit the level when I'm getting all the gems. However, in order to open Toasty, you have to go through one of the exit portals. So I'm just doing that now so I don't forget later on. Continue.
I know. I'm a gamer. I play lots of games. I don't know. Bacon.
Bacon. Speaking of bacon, I got a really good sandwich last night. Did you see that sandwich?
No.
It was... So,
I wasn't here.
I'm going to talk about my sandwich. So I went to this place that's near us, so I'm not going to give away their name, you know, for purposes. And I decided to order, like, a chicken bacon ranch sandwich and then just kind of substituted everything off of it and put on my own stuff. Like, in fact, I literally took off the ranch. I took off the cheese that was supposed to be on it. And I just decided I was going to add lettuce, pickles, and mayonnaise and change the chicken to barbecue chicken. I'm telling you, it's one of the best sandwiches I've had in my life. And I've had some pretty darn good food
You should have saved
in my life, especially since my dad used to be a chef. But that was one of the best sandwiches I've had. And the bacon on it was so good, and that's why when you mentioned bacon, I thought of my sandwich. Because I just ate the rest of it for lunch today. So.
Fair enough. I don't know. Looking at Spyro. If I had to choose between Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, I'm a Crash Bandicoot guy.
I mean, Crash is a great game.
I mean, it wouldn't be by much, it would be literally by like a 0.001%.
So if you were writing a game review of the two of them, like, you'd have to put Crash just that slightly ahead.
Oh yeah, 100%. I just love Crash. Like,
Crash is really cool. I actually found out something pretty interesting about Crash was that originally when they were coming up with his design, he was supposed to be kind of human-like and actually have a neck and everything.
yeah.
And because of how the PlayStation rendered polygons, it would make the game lag. So they had to transform him into this really weird-looking character with no neck so that the PlayStation could actually handle the game. I thought that was always really interesting when I heard that little review thing that they had.
Yeah. I don't know, Crash guy. Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh, I missed that.
So naturally, like, you know, people are like, oh, Final Fantasy, people, oh, Final Fantasy 7 remaster's coming out. I'm like, that Crash Bandicoot remaster is looking pretty nice right now.
When does Final Fantasy 7 remaster come out, or has it already? I don't even know. I don't keep up with Final
Am I allowed
Fantasy.
to, like, make fun of companies?
I don't see why you couldn't.